So if you don't know, all the warlords in the series have animal motifs. Some are very obvious as it's literally a part of their name. Others are a little bit more hidden and some have actually changed as the series has gone on. So we're going to go through all of them right now and we're going to end at one whom hasn't really been talked about, but I think makes a lot of sense when you break it down. So first we have Dracula Mihawk. As his name suggests, his animal motif is the hawk. Following him, we have Bartholomew Kuma. Kuma is the Japanese word for bear, and his animal motif is a bear. Following him, we have Boa Hancock. A boa is a type of snake, and her animal motif is the snake. Following her, we have Edward Weevil. A weevil is a type of bug, so that's his animal motif. Following him, we have the man who was replaced by Kuma in Hanafuda. Hanafuda's epithet is the king of lizards, so his animal motif is a lizard. Continuing with the reptiles, we have crocodile. Of course, Sir Crocodile's name is literally crocodile, so a crocodile is his animal motif. And then we have Gecko Moria. His animal motif is the gecko. However, I would say he's more associated with the bat, seeing as how his abilities more so revolve around turning his shadow into bats, though he does have one gecko themed attack. So, yeah, it ends up making six anyway, and his final form is very gecko like. So, it is what it is. Following him, we have Trafalgar D. Waterlaw. Judging by his hat, his animal motif is the snow leopard. What's very interesting about this is that when we meet him again in the post time skip, it is on the snowy side of Punk Hazard. So it's very fitting. Following him, we have his surrogate uncle, Don Quixote do Flamingo. And as his name would suggest, his animal motif is a flamingo. Now we have the helmsman of the Straw Hat Pirates, Jimbei. Jimbei is a whale shark fishman, and his animal motif is the whale shark. However, when he becomes a straw hat, this changes and his animal likeness is a bear. How interesting. Haven't heard that before, have we? Wonder if that means anything. Anyway, this brings us to Marshall D. Teach, also known as Blackbeard, who was a warlord for like 2 seconds, but his animal motif is the hippo, which fits him very well. So, if you were paying attention or if you know the warlords very well, I missed a character, that being Buggy the Clown. Buggy the Clown, I think, has the animal motif of a bug in general, because when you consider the abilities of the Chop Chop fruit, it allows him to split apart, right? However, the rules is that every part of him can float, but his feet have to remain on the ground. In this way, he actually represents the whole of what bugs are known for. Because one, bugs fly around, do they not? And all of his pieces, except for his feet, fly around, and he can become smaller and smaller, becoming a little swarm of himself by segmenting himself further and further down, perhaps even infinitely. So he himself is a swarm of bugs. Now, when you go to his feet have to remain on the ground. So you can say they are the crawling bugs, the bugs that don't have the ability to fly. And just like the rest of them, those two can be split further and further infinitely. So yes, he is both flying bugs and crawling bugs. That's how you end up with the name Buggy, which ends up being, I guess, a double or maybe even a triple entendre because he has turned into a car before, and a type of car can be referred to as a buggy. So that's super interesting. But give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polly Pete Watson.